Next, we move in our look at Psalms to Psalm number 51. Psalm number 51, a familiar psalm for many, is a rather long psalm, but it's an important one for us. And then we have a meditation, again, by David DeHart, Dennis DeHart. I think you will enjoy it as well. It's called Profitable Praying. So let's hear Psalm 51. Psalm 51 goes this way. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your steadfast love. According to your abundant mercy, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I know my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Against you, you only have I sinned and done what is evil in your sight, so that you may be justified in your words and blameless in your judgment. Behold, I was brought forth in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, you delight in truth in the inward being, and you teach me wisdom in the secret heart. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Let me hear joy and gladness. Let the bones that you have broken rejoice. Hide your face from my sins and blot out all my iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from your presence, and take not your Holy Spirit from me. Rejoice, restore to me the joy of your salvation, and uphold me with a willing spirit. Then I will teach transgressors your ways, and sinners will return to you. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O God, O salvation, O God of my salvation, and my tongue will sing aloud of your righteousness. O Lord, open my lips, and my mouth will declare your praise. For you will not delight in sacrifice, or I will give it. You would not be pleased with a burnt offering. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. O God, you will not despise them. Do good to Zion in your good pleasure. Build up the walls of Jerusalem. Then you will delight in right sacrifices and burnt offerings and the whole offerings. Then bull offerings will be offered on your altar. Well, profitable praying. When Robert Louis Stevenson was a boy, he once remarked to his mother, "Mama, you can't be good without praying." "How do you know, Robert?" she asked. "Because I've tried," he answered. This brings to mind a story about another little fellow, one who had been sent to his room because he'd been bad. A short time later, he came out and said to his mother, "I've been thinking about what I did, and I said a prayer." "That's fine," she said. "If you ask God to make you good, he will help you." "Oh, I didn't ask him to make me good," replied the boy. "I asked him to help you put up with me." I don't think that little boy is alone in his prayers. Sometimes we ask the Lord to adjust our circumstances or to change other people instead of asking him to deal with us. Praying about our spiritual growth becomes effective only when we first come clean with the Lord about our own sin. Look at David's prayer in Psalm 51. He acknowledged his sin in verse 3, asked God for mercy in verse 1, sought a clean heart in verse 10, and requested that the joy of his salvation be restored in verse 12. David made no excuse. Let's settle for nothing less than total honesty when we talk with God. That kind of praying is not always comfortable, but it sure is profitable, says Dennis. He concludes with a quote by A.W. Tozer. Until a man has gotten into trouble with his heart, he's not likely to get out of trouble with God. Have a good day. Go to God, confess, and know that he forgives, and he will create